Welcome back to the channel. I am SalDablerd, and we're going to be talking about fear and faith. A lot of people live in fear. It's very common in this day and age. We're portrayed all of these things on social media and the news of negative things, how the world is in such chaos. But the opposite of fear is faith, and you must have faith. Faith is knowing that no weapon formed shall prosper. And we're electromagnetic beings. We have chakra centers. And fear is a direct target to your solar plex chakra. You see, they want you to live in fear because if you live in fear, that means you're closing off your solar plexus. Because if you have a thriving, shining solar plexus, you're confident, you're sure of self. Some people can even call you arrogant. But there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. Arrogance is a portrayal of confidence but with no justification. Confidence is being sure of myself, so I'm able to portray that. And insecure people will call it arrogance because they don't have that same energy within them because they're living in fear. But it's important not to let outsiders determine how you feel inside or to sway you. And one thing about fear is it can be crippling. So it's important to learn what you fear and how you can overcome it. Overcoming fear is essential in your growth in order to stand in your power. Being a chosen one, being a star seed, being one of God's anointed ones, you must know that no weapon formed shall prosper. So you must give up on this fear. And once you start to give up on this fear, you'll start to gain confidence because the obstacles that were once in your way, you'll see them starting to get tumbled down because you're pushing through. You're not letting the obstacles make you stagnant. Some people see obstacles and they get scared and they tuck their tail and run, avoiding growth. The more you grow, the more confident you will become. And that is why God allows the devil, the demons, the demonic entity, the energy vampires, He allows these people in your energy to show you your strength because they can't do anything to you. It's all about how you see the world. If you see them as harmless, they can't harm you. If you see them as being powerful, they will have power over you. These people want you to cower. They want you to throw your power away because they can't take it from you. What's meant for you is meant for you, but you must put in the work to get it. That's why they say out of the darkness comes the light. You must traverse the darkness. You must be the demon slayer in the darkness. You must slay these demons. You must slay your fears. You must be a conqueror. You must have that conquering spirit in order to conquer everything that is put in your path. And the more you conquer, the more you level up, the more God puts on your spiritual armor. He pours into you, therefore making you an immovable force. And that immovable force will shine as light. Once you start to see that light within yourself, you're able to feed that light because now you see what they all saw. You're not being targeted for no reason. If you had nothing to offer, if you had no strength within you, if you didn't have light, people would just look past you. But the fact that these people are opposing you shows that there's something within you. There's a show called Naruto. And Naruto was ostracized in his village. It's because he had a beast within him, a chakra beast named Kurama. And that chakra beast had immense power. And just like you have immense power in you. A lot of us chosen ones, a lot of us star seeds, we're scared of that inner beast within us because we know we have an internal flame. But sometimes that flame can shine so bright that it scares you because you don't know how to control it. And early on, you may be lashing out. You may find that you are rageful sometimes. And part of the growth is learning how to control all of this. Just like Naruto, he had to learn how to control Kurama because he was ostracized and bullied so much to make him docile. And within making him docile is to make people feel above themselves. They didn't, just because they feared him, they wanted him to throw his power away so that they could feel above him, so that they could feel confident, therefore ostracizing him. But as the show went on, eventually Kurama would crash out. Just like us, when we were younger, sometimes we would crash out to protect ourselves. And within that crash out, it leaves room for them to make it seem like everything they said is true. You see, he is crazy. You see, he is a beast. Look at how he's reacting. But it's really because of the things they did to him. But even though they do these things to you, even though you're being targeted, you must learn to control that beast. Eventually, later on in the show, Naruto confronted Kurama, the beast within him that he was always scared of, and he made a pact with him. He gained dominion over the demon. God's chosen will have dominion over demons. You have dominion over negative energy, but you must have control. You must have confidence in self. You must build yourself up in order to control the power within. Just like Naruto, he gained enough strength. He stopped worrying about what everyone else said. He stopped being fearful, and he gained strength. He trained, he studied, and he became strong enough to yield that internal force, therefore amplifying his power. Once you're able to take dominion over these demons, it will amplify your power. And as he amplified his power, Kurama became his subject. It was no longer a beast that was crashing out in order to protect him, because that's what it really is. That inner beast is there to make sure people don't take advantage of you, to make sure people can't just walk over you. It's not that the demon within you just want to destroy. It's that the demon wants to protect you. Not a literal demon, but the power within you wants to protect you. And sometimes when you're being too docile, when you're being too nice, and when you're letting people walk over you, that internal flame will spark. And so as you learn to control his power, you learn to use it, because yes, we're loving light, but you're a spiritual warrior, and you must use that internal power in order to protect yourself, in order to walk and stand in your power. And once you gain dominion over this, you're able to use that power for light. If you're a good-hearted person, you may want to help others protect others. But it's hard to protect someone if you're weak within yourself, so you must build that strength in order to use and yield this power. You are the spiritual warrior. You are the light. I hope this video has been nice. I am SalDablerd. Until next time, stay woke, kings and queens.